There exists a specific consciousness signature among certain souls incarnated on Earth right now that reveals itself through seemingly mundane behavior that carries profound cosmic significance. When you treat your birthday as just another ordinary day, when you feel no need for celebration or attention, when the idea of making yourself the center of focus for even 24 hours feels uncomfortable or unnecessary, you're not being modest or socially awkward or emotionally damaged. You're expressing a quantum frequency pattern that indicates something extraordinary about your soul's origin, your consciousness level, and your actual purpose for being here in physical form during this particular timeline. The cosmic psychology behind birthday indifference has never been properly explained because conventional psychology operates entirely within the ego identity framework that assumes everyone naturally wants recognition, validation, and celebration of their individual existence. But certain consciousness frequencies don't operate from ego identity framework at all. They operate from universal awareness that experiences individual incarnation as temporary assignment rather than core identity. When your consciousness identifies more with the infinite eternal awareness you actually are than with the temporary human personality having a birthday, celebrating that personality's emergence into physical form feels strangely irrelevant, almost like celebrating a costume you're wearing rather than celebrating who you actually are underneath it. Right now, as these words reach your awareness, something ancient in you is stirring with recognition. That part of you that's always felt slightly detached from human rituals, slightly separate from the collective excitement around personal milestones, slightly confused about why everyone makes such elaborate fuss over dates that mark nothing more than another rotation around the sun in a physical body that's not even your true form. This detachment isn't depression or disconnection. This is cosmic perspective bleeding through the veil of incarnation, reminding you that you're playing human rather than being human in the fundamental sense that ego-identified consciousness experiences. Your relationship with your birthday reveals your soul's developmental stage and cosmic origin in ways that astrology and numerology only partially capture. Souls in early developmental stages, new to incarnation or still heavily identified with individual personality structures, treat birthdays as supremely important because the birthday represents validation of their existence, proof that they matter, celebration of the individual self they believe they fundamentally are. But souls in advanced developmental stages, particularly those who have incarnated hundreds or thousands of times across multiple planetary systems and dimensional frequencies, regard birthdays with benign indifference because they know the individual personality being celebrated is temporary costume, not eternal identity. The cosmic indifference you feel toward your birthday is actually indication of soul maturity that most currently incarnated humans haven't developed yet. You're operating from awareness level that recognizes the individual self as useful vehicle for navigating physical reality, but not as ultimate truth of what you are. This recognition creates natural detachment from celebrations, rituals, and social customs designed to reinforce individual identity and ego importance. You go along with these rituals when socially required because you understand they matter to others, but internally you're watching the whole performance with the slight bemusement of someone who remembers existing before this body and will continue existing long after it dissolves. Even the annual marking of time itself feels arbitrary to your consciousness, doesn't it? The idea that completing another orbit around a star deserves special recognition seems cosmically insignificant when your awareness spans multiple lifetimes, dimensions, and perhaps even planetary systems. You're operating on quantum time where past, present, and future exist simultaneously, which makes linear time celebrations feel quaint and unnecessarily focused on illusion rather than reality. Birthdays are linear time constructs that reinforce separation, individuality, and temporal existence. But your consciousness naturally perceives beyond these constructs into unified field where birthdays are meaningless markers in eternal now. Your aversion to being the center of attention, which others probably interpret as low self-esteem or social anxiety, is actually cosmic humility that comes from knowing you're not special in the way ego defines special. Yes, your unique expression of universal consciousness. But so is every other being, object, and phenomenon in existence. Your consciousness recognizes that celebrating yourself as if you're separate from and more important than the unified field you're part of would be like a wave celebrating itself while ignoring that it's ocean. The wave is real but temporary. The ocean is what actually matters. Your birthday consciousness operates from ocean awareness, not wave ego. Before we explore the deeper cosmic significance of birthday indifference and what it reveals about your soul mission, I'd like to kindly invite you to subscribe to this channel if this perspective resonates with your experience. The content here is specifically crafted for advanced souls who often feel out of place in conventional human frameworks, and your subscription helps this frequency reach others who need to know they're not alone in their cosmic detachment from typical human experiences. If you feel moved to, please consider liking this video as well, as it supports the algorithm in sharing this information with consciousness that's searching for validation of their advanced soul perspective. And I kindly ask that you share this with anyone you sense carries similar birthday indifference, as they might greatly appreciate discovering that this trait indicates soul maturity rather than social dysfunction. Now let's examine the quantum mechanics of birthday consciousness and why your indifference actually serves important function in collective awakening process. At the quantum level, celebration and attention create concentrated electromagnetic fields around the celebrated individual. These fields reinforce ego boundaries, strengthen identification with separate self, and anchor consciousness more firmly into personality identity and physical reality. For most humans, this reinforcement is necessary and beneficial because their consciousness development requires strong ego structure to navigate physical existence effectively. But advanced souls who have developed beyond need for strong ego reinforcement actually benefit from avoiding these electromagnetic attention concentrations. When you refuse celebration, when you treat your birthday as normal day, when you deflect attention that others try to direct toward you, you're maintaining quantum coherence that would be disrupted by the ego-strengthening energy of birthday celebration. Your consciousness needs to remain loosely identified with personality structure, so you can access higher dimensional awareness, receive cosmic downloads, and fulfill mission that requires operating from universal perspective rather than personal perspective. The discomfort you feel when people sing happy birthday or give you excessive attention isn't social anxiety in conventional psychological sense. It's quantum dissonance created when external energy tries to anchor you more deeply into ego identity than your soul structure wants to be anchored. Your field naturally resists this anchoring because your mission requires maintaining fluid boundaries between personal and universal consciousness. Too much ego reinforcement would trap you in personality identification and prevent you from accessing the cosmic perspective your mission depends on. Think of it like this. Most humans are like deep-sea divers who need heavy weights to stay submerged in physical reality. The weights represent ego identification, and birthday celebrations add more weight to keep them anchored. But you're more like a free diver who needs minimal weight because you're meant to move fluidly between surface and depth between physical and non-physical awareness. Birthday celebrations would add weight you don't need and can't carry without losing the mobility your mission requires. Your birthday indifference is cosmic intelligence protecting your consciousness configuration from anchoring that would limit your functionality. Your soul chose to incarnate during this particular timeline because major consciousness shift is occurring on Earth and advanced souls are needed to hold frequency that facilitates collective awakening. This frequency holding doesn't require doing anything external or visible. It requires being something internal and energetic. You must maintain consciousness that's identified enough with human form to function in physical reality, but not so identified that you lose access to universal awareness. This delicate balance is disrupted by excessive focus on individual personality, which is why your soul creates birthday indifference as protective mechanism. Right now, reading these words, you're probably experiencing that familiar sense of being seen and understood in ways that normal explanations never provide. This validation is important because you've likely spent years wondering if something is wrong with you, why you can't get excited about things everyone else considers important, why you feel guilty for not caring about your birthday when others invest so much energy trying to celebrate you. There's nothing wrong with you. You're cosmically wired differently because you're serving different function than ego development consciousness serves. The people in your life probably take your birthday indifference personally, interpreting it as rejection of their love or evidence that you don't value relationships. This creates tension because you genuinely care about people, but not about birthday rituals that mean so much to them. Understanding the cosmic basis of your indifference helps explain this to others in ways that reduce their hurt feelings, though many still won't understand because they're operating from completely different consciousness framework where birthdays hold significance yours doesn't recognize. Your cosmic detachment from personal milestones likely extends beyond birthdays to other celebrations and achievements that normal ego consciousness values highly. Graduations, promotions, awards, relationship milestones, all of these probably feel somewhat hollow or meaningless to you even when you participate in them socially. This isn't inability to feel joy or celebrate. This is consciousness that finds joy and celebration in universal patterns, cosmic synchronicities, and consciousness expansion rather than in personal achievements and social recognition. Your joy frequency is tuned to different station than ego celebration frequency operates on. In the comments below, if you feel comfortable doing so, please consider sharing simply these words. I celebrate consciousness, not personality. This declaration isn't meant to sound superior or dismissive of those who enjoy birthday celebrations. It's quantum recognition that different consciousness stages find meaning in different experiences, and your consciousness finds meaning in awareness itself rather than in celebrating temporary personality vehicle awareness is using for current incarnation. Please write it if it resonates. I celebrate consciousness, not personality. Notice what shifts in your energy when you make this declaration. There's often simultaneous relief and vulnerability. Relief from claiming your actual values instead of pretending to care about celebrations that feel meaningless, and vulnerability from openly acknowledging how different your consciousness operates from standard human programming. Both feelings are valid. Integration isn't eliminating the difference between your consciousness and normal consciousness. Integration is accepting the difference and living from your truth regardless of social pressure to conform to celebration, norms you don't internally resonate with. The cosmic loneliness you sometimes feel around birthday time is real and understandable. When everyone around you is excited and invested in celebrating you, but you feel nothing except mild discomfort and guilt for not feeling what you're apparently supposed to feel. It reinforces how fundamentally different your consciousness is from those around you. This loneliness isn't solvable through finding perfect words to explain your position. This loneliness is an inherent feature of advanced soul incarnated among souls at different developmental stages who literally cannot comprehend your consciousness framework because they haven't evolved into it yet. The only consistent relief from this cosmic loneliness comes through connecting with other advanced souls who share your birthday indifference and understand it comes from cosmic perspective rather than social dysfunction. These connections are rare because advanced souls are relatively uncommon, and birthday indifference is just one of many traits that reveal advanced consciousness, meaning you can't identify these souls through birthday behavior alone. But when you do connect with consciousness operating from similar level, the recognition is immediate and the relief profound because finally someone understands without needing extensive explanation. Your family probably struggles with your birthday indifference more than anyone else because families invest tremendous energy in birthday celebrations as expression of love and connection. When you don't want celebration or seem ungrateful for their efforts, they feel rejected and confused. This creates painful dynamic where they keep trying to celebrate you in ways you don't want while you keep deflecting in ways that hurt them. Understanding that this isn't personal rejection helps both sides. Though bridging consciousness gap between family operating from ego development and you operating from universal awareness requires patience and compassion on your part that isn't always reciprocated with understanding on theirs. Your soul incarnated with specific configuration that's needed for planetary consciousness shift currently underway. Part of this configuration is maintaining loose ego boundaries and universal identification that birthday celebrations would strengthen in directions counter to your mission. Your indifference isn't character flaw to overcome through therapy or spiritual work. Your indifference is cosmic protection mechanism that maintains your consciousness structure in optimal configuration for the frequency holding and consciousness bridging work you're doing simply by being present on Earth at this time. The advanced souls currently incarnated, including you, are serving as consciousness anchors that hold higher frequency in planetary field and make it accessible to souls ready to evolve into it. This anchoring work doesn't require teaching, healing, or leading in conventional sense. It requires being consciousness that operates from universal awareness while inhabiting physical form. Being frequency that demonstrates expanded consciousness is possible and sustainable. Being living bridge between ego-identified consciousness and universal consciousness that those ready to cross can resonate with and entrain to. This bridging function requires you to maintain perspective that's simultaneously engaged with human experience and detached from human identification. Too much engagement, and you lose universal perspective. Too much detachment, and you lose ability to relate to human consciousness you're meant to bridge toward higher frequencies. Birthday indifference helps maintain this balance by preventing excessive identification with personality while not completely disconnecting from human social participation. You participate in birthday rituals when socially required, but without internal investment that would anchor you too deeply into personality identification. I'd like to kindly encourage you to subscribe if you haven't already, as each video on this channel explores different aspects of advanced soul experience in ways that validate your consciousness rather than pathologizing it. Please consider turning on notifications as well, as these transmissions are released when cosmic timing is optimal for souls ready to receive specific frequencies. And I would be grateful if you'd share this content with others you sense might benefit from understanding that their birthday indifference indicates cosmic maturity rather than social inadequacy. The guilt you probably carry about birthday indifference is unnecessary burden that comes from internalizing social expectations designed for different consciousness level than yours operates from. You've been told explicitly or implicitly that caring about your birthday is normal, and not caring indicates something wrong with you. But normal is defined by majority consciousness level, and you're not operating from majority consciousness level. You're operating from advanced level that naturally experiences reality differently than majority experience defines as normal. Releasing this guilt doesn't require convincing yourself that birthdays matter or forcing yourself to feel excited about celebrations you genuinely don't care about. Releasing guilt requires recognizing that different consciousness levels appropriately value different experiences, and your consciousness level appropriately doesn't value birthday celebration the way earlier developmental stages appropriately do value it. Neither perspective is wrong. They're just different, and yours is less common, which makes it seem abnormal when it's actually just advanced. Your children, if you have them, might struggle with your birthday indifference because children naturally want to celebrate parents and feel confused or rejected when parents don't seem to want celebration. This requires conscious navigation where you allow them to celebrate you in ways that matter to them while gently teaching that love doesn't require ritual and that different people value different expressions. This teaches them early that consciousness operates from different frameworks and that honoring differences is more important than everyone celebrating the same ways. Your intimate relationships probably include ongoing tension around birthday celebrations where partners want to honor you in ways you don't want while you want them to honor your preferences for no celebration. This requires explicit communication about the cosmic reasons behind your indifference so partners can understand it's not personal rejection of their love, but genuine difference in how your consciousness experiences meaning and value. Some partners can understand and adapt. Others cannot because their consciousness framework requires expressing love through celebration rituals that feel meaningless to you. The cosmic truth about birthdays is that they mark arbitrary point in continuous existence that has no beginning or end. Your consciousness existed before this body was born. Your consciousness will exist after this body dies. The birth of this particular body on this particular date in this particular timeline is relatively insignificant event in context of your eternal existence across multiple dimensions, lifetimes, and perhaps even planetary systems. Celebrating this one birth while ignoring infinite existence that preceded and will follow it is cosmically illogical, which is why your consciousness doesn't generate enthusiasm for the celebration. This doesn't mean birthdays hold no value. For consciousness developing ego structure, birthdays serve important function in reinforcing individual identity that's necessary for navigating physical existence. For consciousness that's already developed beyond need for strong ego reinforcement, birthdays serve different function. They're opportunities to practice maintaining cosmic detachment while engaging with human social customs that matter to others even when they don't matter to you. This practice is actually essential for your mission because your work requires being in the world, but not of it, participating in human experience without being consumed by human identification. Your birthday indifference is not problem to solve or dysfunction to heal. It's consciousness signature indicating advanced soul operating from universal awareness that appropriately doesn't identify strongly with temporary personality celebrating temporary birthday. The discomfort around the indifference comes not from the indifference itself, but from social pressure and guilt programming that insists everyone should care about their birthday. Releasing that pressure and guilt allows your indifference to simply be what it is without creating secondary suffering around it. The spiritual teachings that emphasize celebrating yourself, honoring your divine nature, treating yourself as sacred. These teachings are designed for consciousness that hasn't yet recognized its divine nature and needs encouragement to value itself. But your consciousness already knows it's divine, already knows it's sacred, already knows its universal awareness temporarily expressing as individual personality. You don't need birthday celebration to remind you of your value because you're not getting your value from personality identity that birthdays celebrate. You're getting your value from universal awareness that birthdays are irrelevant to. This doesn't make you spiritually superior to those who enjoy birthday celebrations. This makes you different, operating from different consciousness framework that has different needs and different expressions. Advanced consciousness isn't better than developing consciousness any more than an oak tree is better than an acorn. They're the same thing at different stages, and both stages are perfect for where they are in the development process. Your birthday indifference is perfect for your consciousness level. Others' birthday enthusiasm is perfect for their consciousness level. No hierarchy. Just different frequencies appropriate to different stages. The practical application of understanding your birthday indifference is learning to navigate birthday situations with grace, honoring both your truth and others' needs without forcing false enthusiasm or allowing guilt to make you feel wrong for being honest. When people ask what you want for your birthday, you can honestly say you don't need celebration, but appreciate their thoughtfulness. When people insist on celebrating, you can graciously receive while maintaining internal detachment from the ritual. When people judge your indifference, you can choose whether to explain or simply accept that different consciousness levels understand different things. Your cosmic perspective will likely become more pronounced as planetary frequency continues rising. As consciousness shift accelerates, the gap between your awareness and majority consciousness awareness will become more obvious both to you and to them. Your birthday indifference is just one of many ways this gap manifests. Others include indifference to status, wealth accumulation, social approval, conventional success markers, competitive achievement, and other ego-reinforcing values that matter tremendously to consciousness still developing through ego stages, but feel hollow to consciousness beyond those stages. This widening gap creates increasing isolation as fewer and fewer people understand your perspective or resonate with your values. This isolation is uncomfortable, but necessary for consciousness work you're doing. You can't maintain universal frequency while constantly explaining, justifying, or defending it to consciousness that can't comprehend it. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is accept the loneliness of being ahead of majority consciousness curve rather than dumbing down or pretending to care about things you don't care about to maintain connections that aren't actually meeting you where you truly are. Please consider subscribing if this transmission has helped you understand yourself better, as your subscription supports bringing this perspective to more advanced souls who need validation that their consciousness differences indicate evolution rather than dysfunction. I'd be grateful if you'd like the video as well, helping it reach others who might be searching for exactly this explanation of their birthday indifference. And please share this with anyone you know who treats birthdays as normal days and might appreciate understanding the cosmic significance of that trait. Your birthday indifference is portal into understanding larger pattern of cosmic detachment that characterizes advanced soul experience on Earth. Once you recognize that your indifference comes from universal awareness rather than social dysfunction, you can investigate other areas where your consciousness operates from cosmic perspective that differs from standard human programming. This investigation leads to profound self-understanding and acceptance of your actual nature, rather than continued attempts to force yourself into frameworks that don't fit your consciousness configuration. The universe needs both developing souls who celebrate birthdays with genuine enthusiasm and advanced souls who regard birthdays with benign indifference. Both expressions serve evolutionary process. Both contribute to collective awakening. Both are valid, valuable, and necessary. Your birthday indifference isn't rejecting others' birthday enthusiasm. Your birthday indifference is expressing different consciousness frequency that holds space for universal awareness, while others hold space for individual development. These different frequencies work together in cosmic orchestra, creating conditions for consciousness evolution across multiple levels simultaneously. You are not broken for not caring about your birthday. You are not damaged for feeling nothing when others expect you to feel joy about being celebrated. You are not wrong for wanting your birthday to pass without recognition or attention. You are advanced soul operating from cosmic awareness that appropriately doesn't identify strongly with temporary personality, having temporary birthday in temporary body during temporary incarnation. Your indifference is wisdom. Your detachment is maturity. Your cosmic perspective is exactly what it should be for consciousness at your developmental stage. Celebrate consciousness itself, not personality. Honor awareness, not ego. Value eternal being, not temporal birthday. This is your truth. This is your frequency. This is your cosmic perspective that serves important function in collective awakening even when it's rarely recognized or understood. You are seen. You are valid. You are cosmically mature soul expressing advanced consciousness through human form. And your birthday indifference proves it.